In 23 years of working on cars, you know what the single most expensive mistake I see drivers make is? Over and over again? It's not the engine, it's not the transmission, it's not even the brakes. It's something sitting right underneath you every single time you drive. And the painful part? It's completely avoidable. I've watched people throw away thousands of rupees, money they genuinely did not need to spend, because of 7 simple habits they never learned. None of this is rocket science. A teenager could do this. But nobody ever sat these drivers down and explained it clearly. That changes today. Stay with me until habit number 5, because that one is the reason most people replace their tires a full year earlier than they should. I've never heard anyone explain it the way I'm going to today. My name is Mike. I've been turning wrenches for 23 years. I've seen blown out tires on motorways. I've seen tread worn down to bare metal. I've pulled off wheels that should have lasted another 30,000 kilometers, all wasted, all because the driver didn't know what you're about to learn. So let's get into it. Before we start the habits, let me put something in front of you. Last week, a car came into my shop. The owner had bought a brand new set of tires just 14 months ago. 14 months. A quality set of tires should last you 3 to 5 years, sometimes more. These were completely finished. Meanwhile, I serviced another car last month. A 2017 sedan, same tire brand, same local roads, still had 40% tread life left. Same tires, same roads, completely different outcomes. The only difference was how the two drivers treated them. That difference is what this entire video is about. Habit number 1, check your tire pressure every single week. Now I already know what you're thinking. You've heard this before, but listen. There's a part of this that nobody talks about. Most drivers check tire pressure when the warning light comes on. By the time that light is glowing on your dashboard, your tire is already 25% or more below the recommended pressure. That light isn't an early warning. That light means damage is already happening. Here's what underinflation actually does to your tire. It increases the contact patch, the part of the tire touching the road. More contact sounds like a good thing, right? More grip? Wrong. It creates uneven heat buildup across the tire, and heat is the #1 killer of rubber. It's like running a marathon in shoes that are 2 sizes too small. They might still work, but not for long. And overinflation is just as damaging. Overinflated tires ride on the center of the tread only, wearing it down fast while the edges barely touch the road at all. I've seen this so many times. A driver comes in thinking he's being careful, filling his tires regularly, but he's putting in too much air, and the center tread is gone in half the expected time. The fix is simple. Get a digital tire pressure gauge. Check your tires once a week before you drive when the tires are cold, meaning the car has been sitting for at least 3 hours. And check the placard on your driver's door jamb for the correct PSI, not the number on the sidewall of the tire. That number is the maximum pressure the tire can handle, not the recommended pressure for your car. Big difference, massive difference. One habit, one small gauge, and you've already extended your tire life significantly. Now, habit 2 is something most drivers know about, but almost nobody actually does consistently, and it's the single habit that separates people who replace tires every 2 years from people who comfortably get 5 years out of a set. Tire rotation. Your front tires, on most cars, which are front-wheel drive, handle steering and most of the braking. That means they wear 2 to 3 times faster than the rears. If you never rotate, by the time your front tires are done, your rear tires still have half their life left. But you can't just replace 2 tires and leave the other 2 because mismatched tread depths affect handling and safety. So you end up replacing all 4 anyway, throwing away whatever tread life remained on those rear tires. Rotating your tires spreads the wear evenly. Every tire takes a turn at the harder jobs. Every tire wears down at roughly the same rate. And when it's finally time to replace them, you get full value from the entire set. Rotate every 8,000 to 10,000 kilometers or every other oil change. Set a reminder in your phone right now. Seriously, this one habit alone could save you the cost of an entire set of tires over your lifetime. Habit 3 has nothing to do with the tires themselves, and that's exactly why most people miss it. Wheel alignment. When your wheels are misaligned, your tires are not rolling cleanly forward. They're dragging at a slight angle every single kilometer you drive. Imagine dragging a rubber eraser across paper at an angle rather than straight. It wears down in a line. That is what's happening to your tire rubber when your alignment is off. And it happens so gradually, so quietly, that most drivers never notice until the damage is already done. Hit one serious pothole, and we all know the roads here give us plenty of opportunities, and your alignment can shift just enough to start eating the inner edge of your front tires without you feeling a thing. I've had drivers come in for an oil change and I've shown them their tire, worn completely bald on the inside edge while the outside looks nearly new. They had no idea. Alignment check once a year, minimum. Anytime you take a hard knock on a curb or a bad pothole, get it checked. If your car pulls to one side when you let go of the steering wheel on a flat road, don't wait. Get it looked at immediately. It's a quick fix and one of the highest return maintenance habits in all of car ownership. Habit 4 is a driving behavior, and I'll be straight with you. This is the one people resist the most. But the physics don't negotiate. Every time you floor the accelerator from a standstill, you are spinning your tires against the road surface. Every time you brake hard at the last second, you are scrubbing rubber off the tire in one aggressive moment. You may not hear it, you may not see it, but it's happening. Tire rubber is finite. Every aggressive start, every last second stop, every corner taken too fast, it's leaving rubber on the road and taking weeks and months off your tire life. I'm not saying drive like you have nowhere to go. I'm saying be smooth, anticipate traffic, anticipate. Brake early and gradually. Accelerate with intention. It costs you nothing extra. It adds months to your tires, saves fuel, saves your brakes, and honestly, it makes you a calmer, safer driver. Smooth driving is smart driving. Full stop. Now we're at habit 5. This is the one I mentioned at the start, the one that even car enthusiasts often overlook. And I want you to pay close attention here because this one is about your safety, not just your wallet. Visually inspect your tires once a week. That's it, 2 minutes. Walk around your car before you leave or when you come home and actually look at your tires. Look at the tread, look at the sidewalls, look for any cuts, cracks, bubbles, or objects embedded in the rubber. A nail or a screw can cause a slow leak so gradual you don't feel it while driving until one day you do, and by then you're on the side of the road or worse. And a bulge on the sidewall, a bubble, is a structural failure. The internal belts have separated. That tire is a blowout waiting to happen, and at motorway speed, a blowout can be fatal. I've had drivers come in with a sidewall bulge they'd been driving on for weeks. They never noticed because they never looked. 2 minutes a week. It is the most underrated habit on this entire list, and it might be the one that saves your life. For tread depth, use the coin test. Push a 1 rupee coin into the tread groove. If the tread doesn't reach the inner ring, the tire is worn and needs to be replaced. Don't wait for a warning light. Use your eyes. Habit 6 is quick, but it matters more than you think. Check your spare tire. The spare tire is the most forgotten piece of equipment on any car. Drivers spend a fortune on a vehicle, service the engine, change the oil religiously, and the spare is sitting in the boot, flat, cracked, and completely useless. Check your spare at least every 3 months. Make sure it's properly inflated. Make sure it's not cracked or degraded from age and heat. Make sure you know how to change a tire and that you have the tools to do it. A flat spare when you've got a flat tire is a helpless situation that 5 minutes of quarterly maintenance could have completely prevented. And habit 7, this one happens before the tire even goes on the car. Buy the right tire, not the cheapest tire, not the brand your friend recommends without any reason. The right tire for your vehicle, your load, and your driving conditions. Here in Pakistan, we deal with intense summer heat, dusty roads, rough surfaces, and sometimes flash flooding. Always match the load index and speed rating specified in your vehicle's owner manual. Never go below those ratings. And when it comes to brand, quality matters. Your tires are the only part of your car that actually touches the road. Everything else, your brakes, your steering, your suspension, everything works through those 4 contact patches. Don't compromise on them to save a few hundred rupees. Buy right once. It's always cheaper than buying cheap twice. So there it is. 7 habits. Check your pressure weekly. Rotate every 8,000 to 10,000 kilometers. Get your alignment done once a year. Drive smooth. Inspect your tires visually every week. Check your spare quarterly. And buy the right tire from day one. None of these are complicated. None of them require expensive tools. They just require that you actually do them. I've spent 23 years watching people spend money they didn't have to spend, and every single time I think to myself, if someone had just told them these 7 things, they'd still have that money. Now you know, no excuses. Go check your tires today. And if this video gave you something useful, subscribe, because next week I'm covering the 5 tire myths that are costing Pakistani drivers money right now. Things that sound like solid advice but are actually doing real damage. You don't want to miss that one. I'm Mike. Drive safe, drive smart, and for the love of everything, stop killing your tires.